Alright everybody, there it is, the foam box. Here's the issue: I haven't brewed any beer because there's been a heat wave in Southern California, and the little closet where I store my carboys and my cases of beer that I've bottled for conditioning and all that has been well over 80. In fact, according to the thermometer in here, it's 71 in my garage. It's probably 75 to 80 in my closet right now, and it's a relatively cool day. We've actually had rain last night and all that. So I was talking to my brother-in-law, and I told him I hadn't been able to brew for quite a while because it's so hot. And he said, although he lives at the beach, he was having the same issue. So he found on the internet this foam box. This thing cost me, let me think, 15 bucks for the foam, maybe 20, 25 bucks for the thermometer. I mean, the piece of wood, 1/4-inch oak, and it's about the strongest, or the most expensive. That's probably another 25 bucks. It loves all this little pieces of wood, stuff like that. Anyway, less than 100, definitely well under 100, 70, 75 bucks all told, just to build effectively my own little ice chest. But it's a smart ice chest, because the way it works is I've got this very simple 12-volt little power source that I bought at Radio Shack to power a tiny 12-volt cooling fan, like a computer cooling fan or a stereo cooling fan. I've got in here a little digital readout thermometer, or not thermometer, but whole house, air conditioning thermostat. When it reads that it's above my target temperature, it starts to cycle. It waits about a minute. Now it thinks my fan is the air conditioner, so it clicks, fan comes on. There's a chamber that the fan's inside with some holes drilled through. So the air is going to come down behind this thing. The humanity. This piece of wood here is a chamber down behind here that goes through some holes behind the fan. The air is going to come out, and it's going to pass through these two chambers here. And right now I've got ice trays in here, but what I'm going to do is go out and buy some of those like kind of shoebox-sized Rubbermaid containers and freeze them. The air passes through the ice chamber. There's holes in the back of this second divider wall. The air's going to come this way, and then there's holes up into the main chamber here. And I just used one of those little, circular saw things you put on your drill for cutting doorknobs, where the bolt, for like a deadbolt hole. Really simple. 1/4-inch, like I said, 1/4-inch oak to make a bottom. I sheathed it on 3 sides. Got this in here. Got some dividers to give it extra strength. This is easily going to hold this weight. 1/4-inch doesn't seem strong, but trust me, this is easily going to hold this weight. That's about it. So it's just a really affordable, like I say, easily under $100. I mean, I looked at refrigerators and all that, and in the future I'd like to get a refrigerator, but if you guys really think about it, a refrigerator is going to cost you a couple $100, and then you have to get the controller to get your refrigerator to work at, the 60 to 70 degree range instead of cooling it down. You have to actually have a thermometer to control it and all that stuff. And that's a great way to go. I've been told that running refrigerators at a higher temperature is actually a bigger strain on them. But then I've also had people say it doesn't make sense that you're running them half as much, so why would it be more strain? So I honestly don't know. This is a really inexpensive way to go. All told, it didn't take me much time to just cut up, there's a cut diagram on the internet, so I cut the sheet of stuff up, and then once you get it all together, some more cuts. You can see there's lots of fiddly thread laying around, but more cuts to get everything to fit better. So, okay, so once we have our ice trays in, once we get our, let's say our 2 fermenters are in there, get your ice trays in, everything's set up. We've just got these 2 doors that I'm going to sheathe this thing in wood, so these will have wood on the outside that will allow me to put them on and take them off a lot easier. These 2 little doors are going to go on that will complete the chamber effect. My little 12-volt power sources, I just popped the hole in the back because I'm doing it real cheap. That's going into the thermostat, and the thermostat rates that it's above, say 64, fan comes on, takes care of things. My brother-in-law said that his ice trays were lasting him day and a half, let's say a day to 2 days, and that depends on obviously the heat. When if you got 2 carboys in here and they're fermenting heavy, they're generating heat, so obviously it's going to steal that ice a lot faster. But big deal. So you come home from work every day, you open this thing up, you replace the trays, 2 seconds work. put the old trays back in the freezer, that kind of thing. Doesn't take much electricity at all. The thermostat that's inside here, ideally I want to lengthen the wires so that I can have it mounted on the outside. And there is instructions on the internet sites about how to take the thermistor out of the thermostat and connect it to a longer wire so you can have your thermostat on the outside and you run your thermistor in. Now they suggest attaching it directly to one of the carboys so you get a better reading of the temperature of that carboy. But I just want a general reading of the entire chamber, and that's that average temperature that I'm going to be controlling. Done. Cool. So I've got this. Now it's cooling down. We actually had rain last night and it's cloudy all day today. But I still have this, so that's going to be really sweet. I don't even need to sheathe it in wood. At this point I could go ahead and use it. It's just going to be, you can see where the cuts aren't perfect and all that. So when the wood's on it, it's going to look much nicer like an actual cabinet, which is important for my wife. So if you guys have any questions, I'm not going to tell you the website. I might, if anybody wants to send me a message, I can probably tell you directly. The guy who runs the website, I haven't asked for permission, so I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and send him pictures and say, look, I did it. So, it's pretty cool. Like I say, 50 to 60 right in there bucks. It cost me 70 maybe bucks total. So that's it. See you later.